In the dead of night, a house creaks, shadows shift, a light flickers, fear widens an eye, something waits unseen just beyond the cracked window. Returning home after surviving a stroke at 12 felt like facing the worst. My grandmother took over my bedroom, just one change disrupting our lives. That day, my uncle installed a new air conditioner, leaving a gaping hole in the wall. He wedged a cardboard box into the opening, a flimsy barrier against the night. The house felt different, charged with tension as we camped out together. The hole in the wall mirrored the anxieties we tried to ignore. Oblivious, the peace was about to be shattered by a sound etched in our memories. The clock glowed 3 a.m. Lost in our digital worlds, the only sound was the tap-tap-tapping on our phone screens. Then a faint, dry, rustling sound. It seemed to come from the cardboard box. A furtive scratching noise. I paused my game, listening. It had to be a cat. The silence in the room felt heavy. My uncle grabbed the flashlight. He motioned for me to stay still. He pointed the beam into the darkness. The yard was empty. It was eerily quiet. Just as we relaxed, we heard something new. Heavy footsteps crunched on the gravel outside. Someone large was walking around the house. We switched off the flashlight, tense. The steps continued, circling. We had to see what was out there. We decided to peer through the hole. I finished my cigarette and got out of my car, unaware that I had just walked into a trap. The walk back up the ramp was darker. With each step, the feeling of being watched intensified. My heart was pounding by the time I reached the main level. That was when a voice shattered the silence. "Hey!" I froze instantly, my entire body going rigid with fear. Slowly, I forced myself to turn. Standing a few yards away was a tall man, his face obscured by the shadow of a hoodie. He began to speak, his words frantic, about how he had just escaped from prison. As he spoke, I saw the distinct outline of a handle. It was a knife. He took another step closer, closing the distance between us. I was trapped, with my back against a concrete pillar and a wall of anger and violence in front of me. I could smell the stale sweat and desperation on him. He was about to lunge, his hand finally starting to pull the object from his pocket. My life was about to end in this cold, empty garage. Just as he lunged, a sudden bang echoed from the garage. The noise made us both flinch. It was a split-second distraction, but it was all I needed. I ran for the small elevator. I could hear his heavy footsteps behind me. Adrenaline surged through my veins. I slammed the elevator button, praying it would respond quickly. The sound of his footsteps grew closer. Just as he was about to reach me, the elevator doors slid open.